Yes, good morning. You're welcome to Bystanders at Newsstand. We're here live in the city of Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria, from Flip TV. My name is Kolade Folari Kadesh Prince. This morning, a lot of our newspapers are here that we will be reviewing one way or the other. There's a major news headlines going round all over, making news, making headlines all over. And I'd like to start from the Nigerian News Direct, which says new tariff to reduce electricity subsidy by 1.14 trillion. And that's from NEC this morning. This Nigerian newspaper says tariff hike, it's electric shock for us. Nigerians lament. Tinubu signs student loan bill into law. That's a sub-headline in this Nigeria newspaper this morning. Tariff hike, it's electric shock for us. Nigerians lament. And it says, Band A consumers to pay 225 naira kilowatts per hour against the 66 naira that has been paid, that's been paid now and before now. Let Nigerians breathe. We can't add this to current hardship. Increase will electrocute human lives. That's according to Senator Shehu Sani. That's for these Nigeria newspaper this morning. Also go to the New Telegraph. The New Telegraph also, like the other newspapers that we have read, says new electricity tariff, 1.8 million, that's 15% of 12 million users to pay 225 naira per kilowatts from 66 naira. Yes, under the pictorial story there, there's a news there which says CBN changed duty rate for goods. CBN changed duty rate for goods clearance 28 times in 3 months. That's according to Adeniyi. And this newspaper also says, court grants DSS order to detain Nigerian suspected IS member for 60 days. Yes, Nasarawa, there was something, natural disaster in Nasarawa. Windstorm kills 1, injures 7, destroys over 100 houses in Nasarawa State. We want to use this opportunity to please condole with the families of those that have lost their lives and those that have lost properties in Nasarawa, that God will give them the fortitude to bear the loss. That's for the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. I'd like to go quickly to first newspaper this morning. The major headlines making rounds in the first newspaper this morning is quite different from the ones the other newspapers have been saying. Rivers Peace Pact. Don't dare me. I'll surprise you. Fubara wants Wike assemblyman. That's in the first newspaper this morning. And there's a sub-heading there which says Fubara vows next step will be fire for fire. Segun Olatunji, there is assault on press freedom, threat to democracy. Pirates Confraternity says that. Urges Tinubu to order probe of incident, demands apology to victim. That's in the first newspaper this morning. I'd like to also go to the Blueprint newspaper, which says this is also different. It says Q1 2024, custom nets 1.34 trillion revenue, seizes 10.59 billion naira goods. It seizes 10.59 billion naira worth of goods. That's for the Blueprint newspaper this morning. In Vanguard newspapers, it says electricity concerns as tariff hike hits customers. It's a recipe for unrest. That's the TUC saying that. Poverty rates will worsen. That's according to economists. And not address fundamental energy issues, according to Muda Yusuf. Why residents of Okwama community can't access their homes? That's from the Chief of Defense Staff. All this you will get in the Vanguard newspapers this morning. Okay, Daily Trust says NLC, CLO rejects electricity tariff hike. Banditry, 289,375 persons displaced. Excuse me, please. Banditry, 289,375 persons displaced in Kaduna. That's according to an official in anonymity. That's we'll quickly. Yes, that's all for the newspaper headlines this morning. So quickly, I'd like to bring my viewers this morning to the program. Please stay here. Yes, please stay here. Thank you very much, and you're welcome to bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Felix Osage.
My name is Ilwan Olasukomi.
Mr. Felix Osage, Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi, you're welcome to bystanders at the newsstand this morning.
Thanks.
Electricity tariff hike. Nigerians are lamenting. Nigerians are crying. What's your take on that?
Well, first and foremost, we don't need to cry. Because at the time they wanted to increase it, the masses protested and the government said they will suspend it. It is better now, let them increase the tariff, let us know where we are, so that we'll be able to stand our ground. At this point, I don't see reasons why anybody should cry. Everything has gone high. Every other thing has gone high, except electricity. So I don't want anything. All over the world, a lot of things have gone high. So the government should come to a negotiation table with the people. This is what we need. This is the reason why we want to do. Then the people will now come out as, okay, the government and the people will agree on a tariff. That's my own humble take on that aspect.
Sorry, before I come to you, Mr. Rilwan, you said the government should come to a negotiation table.
Yes.
Do you not think the government should have come to a negotiation table before this tariff hike came to be?
I don't think so.
Oh, so you mean the government do not need to carry the people along before they take decision on what affects their lives?
What we actually normally see is just that we just hear the information flies.
Is that the right thing to do?
That's not the right thing, and which should be corrected. That's why I'm saying that they should call a town hall meeting. You know, we have various discos. We have Ikeja disco. We have Ibadan. We have all various discos. And if these various discos, they have to call a town hall meeting, make people to see reasons why they want to increase the tariff. You understand what I'm saying? There was a time about during Jonathan period when they wanted to increase tariff, or when they wanted to begin to share prepaid meter. They called a town hall meeting and they began to
when they wanted to, not after they have.
Yes, when they wanted to share this thing, they called us and they told us the reason why they want to begin that, so that they will be able to know the total. We kicked against it, but at the later we came back for the last meeting and reconciliation, and they said no going back. They made us see reasons, and now we are enjoying the benefit of the prepaid meter now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Osage. Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi, what's your take on this? What's your view?
Thanks for having me. Let me start my favorite verse in the Bible. John 8 verse 82. Jesus says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Nigeria is the only country where the citizens are happy to pay for darkness. I've never seen a country such as ours where people are happy to pay for darkness. Now, when there was less tariff, there's no light in Nigeria. With this increment of tariff, that will be increment of darkness. Let me tell you something. A government should know its priorities. Subsidy on petroleum gone. Subsidy again on electricity, according to how you call it, it is gone. Now listen, what does this average citizen, what would they enjoy? What are they enjoying from the government? But subsidy on pilgrimage, 90 billion. It has nothing to the value of this country. It has nothing to the average life of Nigerian citizen. Listen to me. My name says it all. Giluwa. Before 2016, I was a Muslim. My father is an imam. He has a mosque. So I went to Arabic school. I know what Islam says about Hajj. Hajj is the last of the 5 pillars of Islam. If you don't have money, it's not compulsory for you to go. But your government is sponsoring people to, is subsidizing people to go to Mecca with over 90 billion naira. And you are removing. Now, just take a look at it now. There's no subsidy on fuel. But the reason why Nigeria is in depression now, because of especially that removal of fuel subsidy. Now, a family that's already struggling, that cannot afford to feed, again, you've removed subsidy from electricity. Think about the average families and how they are going to cope in this country. But then, because of politics, 90 billion on to subsidize pilgrimage to Mecca. For who again? For political gains and reasons. I've always said it. Let me tell you something. A group of monkeys can hijack a car, no problem with it. Okay, let them drive the car. It seems that this government, they were not prepared for governance. They were not prepared. You know that everything you do is on pause. It's on impulse. It's on impulse. What made Nigeria now to be this depression, as I'm telling you now, was that statement as Ibu Square. Very impulsive statement. Fuel subsidy gone. Everything, as you can see now. Again, want to remove, like you said, want to remove fuel subsidy on electricity tariff now. You go up to 300%. You ought to carry the citizens along. You understand? You ought like even though if it's a time, if it's on a round table, you call us and you tell us these are the plans, these are the modalities. Don't just wake up overnight and do something. You are going to see again the ripple effect on small and medium scale enterprise. That's what I'm saying. People are already struggling, families are struggling, business is struggling, and you are removing subsidy on electricity by increasing 300%. The ripple effect will be here again to see.
Thank you.
I want to say something.
Okay, please say.
You said people are paying for darkness. Are you using prepaid or you are still on estimated?
I'm using prepaid.
So you shouldn't say you are paying for darkness.
Why did you say that?
You know, because when you are using prepaid, once the NEPA goes off, your token or the amount of will remain stuck. If they like, they bring like 3 times. They like, they don't bring like.
So is it that good enough for you to say you are in darkness and you are not paying? Are you supposed to be in darkness or to be in light?
We are supposed to be in light. What I'm saying is that I'm only trying to correct the impression that if you are using prepaid, you are not paying for the darkness. You know, before when we are using estimated bill, whether there is light or there is no light, you understand? You will pay for it.
Are you using prepaid?
Yes, I'm using prepaid.
How much did you get your prepaid meter?
They gave it to me free of charge.
Have you heard that it's 300,000 naira now?
300,000 now?
Yes.
I'm just hearing.
From now on, the prepaid meter is 300,000 naira according to the news.
Is it three phase? You know that. Is it 3 phase?
300,000 naira for prepaid meter.
That is where the issue are going to come from.
Okay.
Because I got my own prepaid free during that period when the government said they should share prepaid meter. I got mine for free, and I benefited from it.
Okay, so what you are saying now is that if there's no light, it won't read.
It won't read.
Is there not? Are we supposed to continue to wait for light to come?
Until the day we stand to begin to talk and stand on our rights. You understand? We will not have lights.
Yeah, but with your support now, you are supporting the hike in tariff.
No, what I am saying, I am not supporting the hike on the tariff. What I am saying is that the government should call a town hall meeting with the stakeholders, with the people, community leaders, various people, and dialogue with them that we can no longer sustain the amount we were using before. This is what we are proposing. They will look at it and they will come to a compromise, to an agreement. But this government is not doing what they are supposed to do. They are flattening the price first to see the reaction of people. Based on the reaction of people, they will remain calm. And okay, these people are not accepting. No? These people are not accepting. Don't be surprised. The government can come out tomorrow and say what they are saying is not actually true. It's just rumor. That's my own humble take about that, sir.
Okay, so they say this tariff hike in electricity is for the band A. What class do you belong to?
I don't have a class. Maybe band Z.
Why did you say that? They said the band A that enjoys 20 hours of electricity.
Band Z is the new one, sir. Band Z.
Okay, how did you think they call, what's the arrangement basically? Who belongs to band A, who belongs to band B? Is it in terms of area? Is it in terms of financial capacity and all that?
No, I think that it belongs to area. No, there are some places truly that they have, like you said, 20 hours electricity.
It is not possible. If you say area, I will say I live in band A, and my office is in band A, but we hardly get 3 hours light put together on a daily basis.
That means there's no band A.
The word band A, what it refers to means that the tariff band B and band C are going to pay will be less.
Okay, so that means the Nigerians are not equal.
They are not equal. That's what
humans are not equal.
Yes, like in Magodo Isheri, GRA, the tariff they pay there is high. When it comes to Ogbaye, the tariff they pay is less.
Okay, so places like Magodo is band A.
Yes.
But I live in band A. That's what I'm telling you, that we hardly get 3 hours light a day.
Maybe the area.
My office is in band A. We don't get 3 hours light a day.
Your office is in Wemco Road?
Yes, it's band A.
Yes.
I live. My office is in a private estate.
It's a private estate. If that's the case, the resident people are supposed to hold a meeting with the authorities. That's Ikeja Electric Ministry. Call a meeting and say what is actually happening. You need to ask questions. You need to ask questions. When you keep quiet, they will believe that you people are enjoying the darkness.
Okay, please, sorry, quickly. I'd like to add this. I'd just like to ask this. Who are we going to ask questions from? Is it from the people who have decided on what they want to do, or people who carry you along and tell you their intentions?
Okay. Let me call your attention to something.
Okay, sir.
When you go to Ikeja Electrics, they have various branches in various areas. I believe your own falls to this the one in Omole there.
Yeah.
You go there. You have marketers representing your area. Invite him for a meeting. Tell him, why are we not having lights? Put them in their toes. Put them on their toes. But when you remain quiet, we don't have light. That's what we do in our area. That's what you put them on their toes.
Does it change?
You understand?
Does it change?
Yes, they will change. Because the reason why.
Why I'm asking if it will change eventually after you have spoken with them is that why did they make it like that in the first place when they know there's something they can do?
Listen to me, sir. Areas like my place, if I call there, area.
I'll get to you.
Sorry,
soon.
sir. No problem. My area. There was a time we are not having lights. We within the streets, we gathered ourselves together and we went to see the manager. Manager, why are we not having lights? The manager said that it's beyond his control. And we told him that in the next 2 or 3 hours, if we don't get lights, you will see what we are going to. The next day, they went round. Since that time, we are enjoying lights 24 hours, except if there's a major issue on lights. Except there are major issue on lights.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sagi. What do you have to say to what Mr. Sagi has said?
You see, the country we are in Nigeria, the more you see, the less you know. We went to NEPA office, Ikeja Electricity Distribution Company.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that they are using generator. Oh yeah.
You want
okay. We went from Afoluku. We went to from Oshodi. We went to when we went there, they themselves they have generator. So what are you going to do when people that are supposed to give you lights, they have generator in their offices? Number one. I've been asking this question. Me as a Nigerian, what am I enjoying? Let me tell you, the only people that are enjoying this country in everything are the politicians. Those ones that are being subsidized. The senators, hardship allowance, travel allowance. A time is coming, you are going to have sleeping allowance, marriage allowance, and sex with my wife allowance. See, the truth is this. We should tell ourselves the truth. Our leaders, our politicians, and every one of them, they know the right things, sir. Okay. They travel abroad. In the UK, did anybody go to any distribution company to go and meet them before they give them life? So people are watching us from the UK, America, Australia, and all the likes. You are there. You don't need to see. There are some things that you don't need to go and do. It is the right of this because you are paying. It's not for free. They are supposed to bring light because you are paying. That's what I'm trying to say. So see, there are some things you stand up for. There are some things that are supposed to come organically. That's why in Nigeria, a government will be paying his salary, then they will be listing his achievement. My achievement for this year is that I am paying salary. Are you paying salary to me? You are paying salary to your workers. You understand? Until we see this, there are some things that are not privileged. This one is a right. If I'm paying for electricity, I'm supposed to have light. You know, that's what I said. See, this 100% increase, it means 100% darkness increase. We are going to see it. Nigerians are always happy to pay for darkness. The darkness again, it will continue. You go to America, you go to Dubai, and you see how things are working. Then you come here, and somebody will be saying we should mobilize and go. Do they mobilize in UK to go there? Do they mobilize in Australia to go and meet?
I totally disagree with what he's saying. You understand? Even in UK, they are saying they are protests. They protest over electricity. They protest. Listen. Let me call your attention to something. You said you went to NEPA office, and you they put on generator, yes, and you do not go there for what you actually want to, what you are there for, and you went back. That means you really do not want what you want.
Okay, maybe what he's trying to say is that like the Yoruba proverb says, "Entoba mafuni lasho wo."
No, sir.
You don't accept a quote from a naked person.
Let me
sir.
translate it
Hello, sir.
for the benefit of those who do not understand Yoruba. That somebody who wants to give you cloth to wear, you first look at what the person is wearing. Yes. That's what Mr. Really one is saying.
My humble take is this: when you go to a NEPA office, whether they are using candle, they are not using candle, for as far as you are concerned, you need lights.
So you do not understand that they should set examples.
Listen to me. They are rendering service to you. As they are rendering service to you, you have the right to challenge them. You have the right to challenge them because if you challenge them, they will sit on their toes and they will send the right message to the right people they are supposed to send to. Because they will tell them that we can no longer stay in this office any longer. The office is getting up. In Okera of recent, they said there is a particular place that they've not been having light. Other parties having light. And they gather themselves together. They gather themselves and went to NEPA office. Before you know, light came back. But when you remain quiet,
has it changed?
It has changed.
Do you live in Okera?
I don't live in Okera. I'm hearing the testimony.
But you don't know, I have people who live in Okera.
I am hearing the testimony. The testimony, what I'm saying is that when you allow people, you don't challenge people. You understand? They'll begin to take us all right. Your local government chairman, your councillor, most people do not know their councillor. And they begin to put all these things on the governor. Challenge your councillor. I'm not a member of APC. I'm a member of PDP. I know my councillor. I challenge him. When certain things come into the community, I will go and meet him and say, this thing is not meant for APC member. It's meant for the people. You understand? This shenanigan of party issue should stop. The money they are spending is taxpayers' money. It's taxpayers' money. It's not a party money.
I'm wrapping up. I don't belong to any political party. But personally, I am obedient. Because I always see that those parties are almost the same. No ideologies and nothing. But my question to you is this. I want to ask you a question.
Okay, please do.
So is Nigeria only good to be a burial ground?
No,
I'm asking you. Now listen, your leaders. Our leaders. They go to Dubai. They see how things are being done. They go to UK. They see how things are being done. They stash allowances. They stash money. Are you listening to me? Now, 8 years as a governor, you are still collecting pension. God bless Abia State governor. The best governor in Nigeria now, Alesoti. Before the governor, God bless the INEC Electoral Commissioner, that lady, Professor Nina Oti, God bless that woman, that announced the right to candidate. Because now, somebody is asking, assuming the woman has announced a useless candidate, you will be asking today, what would Alesoti have done differently? But thank God you are seeing it now, that one person that our brain can do something. Now, like I was saying, our politicians, they go abroad. They go to Dubai, they build houses in Dubai, they go pilgrimage in Mecca, they go all those things. The only now I'm asking, is Nigeria only good for burial ground? After they now die, they are coming to be buried here. So is Nigeria not good to be developed? Is Nigeria not good to have electricity on stable? You are giving now, you can't give what you don't have. You cannot accept a clothes from a naked person. You say you are giving Nigeria light. You say you are giving Ben a light, but you don't have light. A father that is giving other people children money, that is buying chicken, talking for that people children, his own children are eating bone. What sort of father is that? That's a wicked person. That's a bad person.
I like him to quickly say something.
What I want to say is this. Whatever leader we choose in the society comes from the family. The orientation that we should change our orientation from the family. These people you are talking about came from a family. Charity begins at home. Let us start to orientate our families because we have lost our value, we have lost our pride. People no longer want to see names again. Just come and squander the money and go. Even in the family setting, any child that does not do what is right, they begin to do like this. I want to say this and I want to put it clear and clean that Nigeria, the problem is from the family. If we get it right from the family, we will get it right in other things. That's my own humble take.
Thank you very much. On the final note, what do you have to say?
We have leadership problem. One leader can change everything. Go to Abia State, for example, and see what is happening there. We were former governors in that state. What are they doing? In Lagos, you saw how Fashola changed Lagos. 1999. I'm from Oshodi. What I'm talking about. Yes. Agbewo owns Oshodi. In the afternoon, Agbewo will slap you and collect your something. Until Fashola came. God bless Fashola. I don't belong to any political party. Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore, go and ask what he did. You need a good leader. We have leadership problem. Let them lead by examples. Embrace foreign, don't embrace local made something. Buy from our local market. But you as a leader, when you are sick, you go abroad to treat yourself. You as a leader, all your children are abroad, and you are asking why your university not working. Why don't you have lights? Until if their children will school in Nigeria, if they will be treated in Nigeria, we will only be praying. There's nothing like family anything. From then on, we see something will start moving. It's a gradual process. We have leadership problem in Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rewan Olasukomi and Mr. Felix Sage. It's nice having you on the program this morning. Yes, the next set of reviewers I have is Mr. Kunle and Mr. David.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We are telling Mr. Kule, go buy me a bottle of drink this morning.
Don't worry.
I don't drink beer any longer. Doctor said I should not drink beer.
He drinks only water.
Water, yeah.
And ACB. You know what ACB means?
Water.
Any cold beer. Yes, before I bring you on, I just want to quickly read some of the live chats from across the globe. Udeze Chima says, there's no money to pay students' loan is signed into law. Thus, increase the electricity hike to rob Peter to pay Paul. That's according to Mr. Udeze Chima. Chimeze Ewerem says, at 225 naira per kilowatt, will make cost of production and business costs. Will make cost of production and business costs go up. More increase in price of goods and services. Yes, that's according to Chimeze Enwerem. Thank you for all your comments, and the phone line is still open to be a part of this program. You can call us directly on the phone number that is on our bio this morning. Yes, Mr. Kunle and Mr. David. You are welcome to Bystanders once again. Please come closer. Yes, the electricity tariff has gone up when people are already facing one problem or the other, from the subsidy removal from petroleum, which made prices of goods and services shoot up all of a sudden. Is this not another problem for Nigerians?
It's good morning, viewers, good morning, everybody. It's a problem that has been created, and they're supposed to avoid. It's an unavoidable problem. Why am I saying this? When they sold out all these Gensco, all these discos, all these distribution companies, I'm talking of, was there any transparency? And it was our president, Mr. Obasanjo, that started all this, and in which he later regrets. He said the only regret he had was he could not handle the power supply, power's privatization well. But since then, there have been corruption upon corruption upon corruption upon corruption. As I'm telling you now, the power plants, if you don't get rid of the people in charge of it, we will still be the same we have. Because the people in charge of this coast, they are government friends, they are government allies that went behind. And we could start, I can start mentioning names. There's nothing that will change, I can tell you, but the increments will always be on the masses. The only thing that will be changing is increments of power, per pay per usage. And that is what will keep increasing. And as I'm telling you, likewise, the alternative they have which was the Mambila project. Mambila project they have, which they're supposed to have embarked on. Some people gather themselves together to squander the money. And one of them is still in EFCC custody. That's Olu Agunloye. Yes, the Dr. Olu Agunloye. Former, what's it called? Former road safety cop. So, what am I saying in a nutshell? There's something hidden, and there's something they need to let us know within that power circle, you know? And what I'm saying is the governments, each successive government that have been in power, they bring their cronies, right, to go and handle one project, one this or this, and you just see the end beginning, you will not see the end. That is why we need a firm, investigation that will bring out all these guys out, and before they can even embark on anything, I want to appeal to the Mr. President, bring everybody that have been involved in this power failure, that have been involved one way or the other, bring them to book. If you don't bring them to book, there can't be any deterrence, because if you increase the tariff, it's not going to help, because once there's a free holiday for all of them to perpetuate their crime, there can't be any. So I really don't support the tariff until you clean the house, until you clean your dirty house, the dirty house of that power sector. Until you clean it, I will not support that increment in tariff.
Thank you very much. What's your take on the hike?
Thank you for that's a very good one from Mr. Kule. Though most times we differ, most times we have different views, but on this, every Nigerian is coming to condemn the hike. But one thing I want to say here is that the present government have finally electrocuted businesses and lives in Nigerians. And you know what that implies? If you, as the commander-in-chief, have electrocuted businesses and life in Nigerians, that means there is no hope. Now, the question is that President Tinubu is not a foreigner. He lives in Nigeria. You know how there have been scandals in this sector. Now, why didn't the president? Some persons were given license in this country. Imagine you have some private citizens, private individuals generating power and then selling to government. The likes of the owner of Pacific Holdings, which happens to be the father of the video. Yeah, Adeleke family are the one generating energy. They will generate energy, sell to government. Sir. This has to do. It's like chain of. Fine. I miss that name too. Likes and co. Now, why would he say that a government who is ready to provide essential needs to our people? Why would a private citizen generate light for you and then sell to transmission? Private individuals own gencos. Government is not in charge of transmission. Then government will not transmit to the discos. This is how it works in Nigeria, which is supposed to be so.
So what do you suggest?
Now, what I suggest is that government should fully take charge of that generating. That is where the issue is. Let government take charge of that generating of electricity. No, government deals with transmission alone. Some individuals cannot sit one day and say this is the way to go, and then again I would also provide solution. In a sector that is being monopolized, it is not good. It is not welcome development for our economy. It is electric. You don't have options to at least partner with other discos. If IE is not giving you the service you need, you don't have options to go elsewhere. Let there be competition whereby you don't need to be tied to one disco company. You can be tied to various disco companies. If there's competition, these guys will sit up so that if IE is not giving you what you require, you can switch. Don't be stuck to one person.
Point of correction. Okay, please. When you're talking of generations, you talk of the megawatts, right?
Kilowatts.
Or kilowatts we use. It's in charge of the government. That's why they tell you we are on 60,000. It has slumped down to 40,000.
Transmission is
I
what
start to be
the
correct.
government-
Government handles transmission. Private, I start to be corrected now.
Which
Generate-
who are the
Private in the I don't mention names. I mentioned names. I told you.
Are
See,
you sure those guys they are just distributing?
they are not distributing.
They are just
See, so no,
distributing,
sir. This is how it works.
Elumelu.
This is how. So no.
Huh?
This goes distribute. This is how it works.
That's what I'm saying. This
Pacific code is like you having from the wholesaler to the related
To the major wholesalers.
sorry, from the producer
To the
to the
wholesaler.
seller and then to the retailer and then to the final consumers, which are the yes. So that is how it is now. Gencos generates power.
Yes.
Elumelu is there. Adeleke family is there. They sell these things, this power to government. Government will not transmit and sell to discos. That is how it has been running.
If you're talking of Elumelu,
Abi,
Adeleke is there. I'm telling you,
yeah.
there's nothing going on within Elumelu, Adeleke that the government is not aware.
That is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Is that
So
these guys?
It's their cronies. It's this same government you have to talk to call these people. That's why I'm saying everything still boils down to the government. So you don't understand that.
We are on the same page. Like government is giving room for what? Impunity. Individual cannot always. These sectors are so fragile. For it to just hand over 90% of the stakes to what individual, just to what enrich themselves. But from the other hand, is that Nigerians too. Why would Nigerians continue to pay for what we are not getting? Nigerians are paying for darkness. Nigerians are, yes, we are paying for darkness because now you coming us to tell us now the kilowatt has just increased from 65 naira to about 2
From 66
naira
to 225 per kilowatts.
Now, and then you have different categories. Band A, Band B. The least band here is the Bani. There's at least people that enjoy life for like 4 hours. In my own spirit, I don't enjoy life for 4 hours. I don't. So, sir. Now, if Nigerian, as a Nigerian, you cannot subsidize PMS for me. You cannot subsidize electricity for me. They are not good in infrastructure. Sir, tell me, why am I a Nigerian? In the Western world, we see have government subsidize. See.
We know that.
So why am I a Nigerian?
Why?
Now,
What's it called? David, I want to tell you, you are part of your problem. Number one, the docility in we people. You know, I keep saying it. The docility. I'm not among. No, wait. This man, he like
get to your turn. It will get to your turn. I don't understand it.
Now, what I'm saying, thank God, this guy came in. He buttressed what I've been saying. We don't have lights. You pay for NEPA bill. You pay for what's it called? Prepaid meter, and you expect them to give you lights, and they took your lights, and you sat down there and waiting for one government in Abuja, one government in to come and fix up the abnormality for you. I thank God I had a guy that followed the suit of what I've been saying. You have to ask the man for take your right as your right, and you have to do what? Stand up for your right. As Bob Marley said, get up, stand up for your right. Don't give up the fight. Now, there are a lot of atrocities that are happening between all those NEPA offices that you don't know. And you're just sitting on the fence and saying one government. Just of recent, somebody told me in Germany there was protest because of what? Because of just minor resources that they needed, that the government could not even provide or give them the basic amenities they needed. And they flush out. When the protest doesn't mean it's going to be, there will be violence or there will be anything. It's a gentleman protest to send to them what they don't know.
Okay, just quickly before we go ahead. Taiwo Odunlade says something here. He said we've had bad leaders. We've had bad leaders problem for a long time, but most civil servants are also bad eggs. Do you not think these civil servants are part of the problem that we are facing in all sectors
Sir,
of the economy?
sir, you know, in this part of the world, the political head of any ministry is just the politician. When it comes to the day-to-day activities of that ministry, it's the files lie in the hand of the PAMSEC.
Well, in
So the PAMSEC,
PAMSEC is not a political office.
no, appointment. Now, a civil servant, sorry, politicians come and go. Civil servants know
Yeah,
the
there.
terrain of that ministry. So they are the what engine of that ministry. So if any politician is corrupt, the PAMSEC has looted already. Because when it comes to day-to-day activities, year-to-year activities of that ministry is in the file and palms of the PAMSEC.
So in this
They are the political
situation,
administrators.
how do we handle? What do you think? What ways do you think this can be handled? Whereby, because I know it's not only PAMSEC, it's from directors.
Down to the
Yes.
down to the messenger.
Because a lot of us, one way or the other, have had one or two things to do with them, and we know how some of these directors handled the cases.
Okay, so what's the
What
question,
do you think can be done in this kind of situation?
Can you give that to me?
Let him quickly say
Okay,
something,
say
then it comes to you.
for that to be done, for corruption to stop? Why say something? Corruption begins with change, begins with me. Let us search ourselves, and then let the president himself set precedents. You are a civil servant. How much is salary? You have houses in Abuja. You have houses in London. Indirectly, if these people cannot be brought to justice, you are giving room. You are giving a very big lacuna, a room for people to continue to steal. Now, the question is, where did the likes of now? And then let's not forget that even the government themselves are also aiding these people to loot. The PAMSEC cannot steal without the permission of the political head. The political head cannot embezzle funds without the permission of the PAMSEC. So these two people work hand in hand. So I think at this point, the change we need begins with them. And then last, before I want to go, now this issue of giving license to private individuals to generate power should stop. Even if government is being serious, government ought to have stakes in there. You cannot give Pacific holding power. It's not generating power and then sell to government.
Thank you.
I think I totally disagree, and I need some points for you to. I want to send some points to you. You see, government has no business in government and in government. They have no business in government. Yes, private individuals are the ones that handle all those. But the government, what you fail to put on the table is the government has to come with a clean hands. Direct the whole system with a clean hands so that there won't be any corruption input in it. Number two, as I am, when you talk about the state governments, you cannot pass any file. From the messenger alone, you'll be expecting, what do you have for us? What do you have for us? So that epidemic of corruption has gone so deep. And I can tell you, all those civil servants, where did they pick them up? Did they fall from sky? They are from the system. So we need a reorientation generally. We need a mind reorientation in this country. And I want a situation whereby they will introduce National Orientation Agency. We used to have it before.
There's still national orientation.
Let me talk now. There's what we call government, private, and then government partnership. Government does not have business in business.
That's PPP.
But government can still concession some projects that government will have taken there, and then that money would come into the government.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kole. It's nice having you on Bystanders and Newsstands this morning. Yes, I hope I am safe.
You are safe.
I hope I am safe.
You are safe.
Because when when I see hefty men, and I see one at the back. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Chinedu and Mr. Lucky. I don't know be Lagos. You say I don't know be Lagos.
Yes.
Why did Shuaib walk out of the panel yesterday?
He know that he's a gunner. You know he's a gunner. You don't leak your secret, your boss secret. One of the evidence, leaking your boss secret. That's normal. I couldn't stay to hear it. You know he's a gunner.
Wait, when you are in a public position, you are a political appointee, you've been elected, do you have any secret again?
There must be some secret.
What
There's
kind
no
of
way
secret?
to start. Like Benjamin Allah will just come and start leaking the president. There's some secret they need to keep. But because you have grievances against your governor or your president, then you now go and start talking because you have an ambition to join another party or to become a governor. Just for example now, you see Wike and Fubara. There's some secret. And Wike, Fubara yesterday said, you people are annoying me, but don't let me open my mouth and speak. If I speak,
so okay, that means
I
that
think,
the secret between Shuaibu and Obaseki is constitutional. Is it constitutional?
I might not say constitutional, but at least a secret. Not a secret.
Thank you. Let Mr.
I think it has to do with the quest for leadership, the quest for justice, the quest to carry every constituent people, within Edo State along. We know the history of Philip Shaibu. When he rise from the president of Nigeria National Union Association, NANS at that time. We know when he came into politics. We know that Obaseki was the brain behind the success of Oshomele in that. And of course, Oshomele carried him along. He was two-time House member. So he has benefited so much from that state politically. And the reason is this: when this man came out openly to tell you that no, he wanted to override, he wanted to bite the finger that has been feeding him over the years, and he wanted to leverage on the supposed fracas or crisis between the Wike and the Obaseki, and try to use that opportunity to see whether he can grab the governorship ticket. But unfortunately, he did not look deep, like Donobi Lagos said. There are things he did not know about Obaseki. And that is how, at the end of the day, he was thrown to the dustbin, and that is just the way it is now. He is not going to get anything. I repeat, unless he repents. I respect Shaibu before, because I participated in that election. That brought two of them together.
Okay, thank you so much. I like your point. So both points are in order. But there's something missing here. Do you know that the way they appoint governorship among the constituencies in Edo State, they chair it? It is the turn of the Asians. Shuaibu has no business there. At all. It wasn't his turn. It wasn't their turn. The constituency where he comes from, they have ruled and ruled. He has no business at all.
And you say you're a Christian.
That's why I say gunner. That's why I say gunner.
Shaibu is greedy.
That's why
He will fail politically. No, that's the truth. Nobody's going to take that
Let
from
me
him.
cite an example. Please, let me cite an example.
Please cite.
When Obiano was about to become governor, no other constituency in Anambra State attacked him. Why? Because in the Anambra, that's where I come from, Otuocha, we have never been governor of that state. And we are the Anambras. If we investigate,
We are the Anambrarians.
Anambra, Aguleri, that's who we are. Nendo, Ibariam. Our own constituency, we have the largest population in Anambra State. So we've never been governor of that state. So when they share it, that this time is for the Anambras, Otuocha, Obiano moved in, nobody challenged him.
But then now,
Shuaibu should not be there.
no, but then now we start.
They told Shuaibu actually that it is the turn of the Asians.
Shaibu have every right, to pursue his political ambition. But within the context of the party, I think he has to respect any zoning of formula in that political party, if there is any. But if he chooses to be an independent person, he can switch over to another political party, where he feels that he can achieve his
Okay. Now let's look at what First News says this morning. It says, panel ignores court interlocutory order. Why will the panel ignore that order?
You see, for me, why they ignore that order? State National Assembly have their law.
cannot justify that.
And again, he has become.
They cannot justify.
Let it go answer them. In my logic, let it go answer them.
Let him quickly.
So there's no two way about it. As I said, Ghana, let's leave that topic.
Whatever happens,
It's a Ghana. It's a Ghana.
whatever happens,
The language of it.
whatever happens,
It's a Ghana.
Okay.
whatever happens, we are the crew. We have to
Let's
let people know.
Let's
We are in a constitutional democracy where rule of law operates. So if you are making, I'm not supporting anybody for understanding. If there's a process that court wants to and you ignore the courts, it's a recipe for anarchy. If the court say stop, there's an injunction.
Yes.
What the court is saying, come and explain before the court the reason you must continue with this process.
Which they did.
Perhaps because the person would have told the court that if this process continues, I would have suffered irreparable loss. So ignoring a valid court order is not responsible.
They know they did not disobey the court order.
No, but that's what the
I
panel
don't.
did.
They
No. Whether
They did not. Okay, when the summer, did you go?
They did not go.
So please.
No, it's
See,
not
I said
asking whether
that
they
case is a
got
corner.
the
Leave
order.
it to Edo. We are the Edo.
Bros,
Sabi from Edo.
yes,
It's a corner.
Let Mr. Chinedu. Let Mr.
It's a
Chinedu.
corner.
No. Let Mr. Chinedu chip in something
Nigeria
here.
is a lawless
Country. Everybody go to court.
very lawless, Please,
So
see,
are we going to continue?
If
Bros,
I see you today,
it's not a
you
matter
go
of
to
are we
court,
going to
go to
continue.
court. We don't have
It's a
to
no.
challenge.
It's something that has to come to stay. The law is meant for the rich against the poor.
Yes.
Downtrodden. That's how it works. Yeah, you understand. So the highest bidder gets justice, and the lowest bidder gets injustice. That's the way it is. But if you want to interpret it, legally the way it's supposed to be, I don't think we should be experiencing such by now. Even both the accused and the complainant, should have a way of, resolving this thing before coming to the public. But let me tell you, anybody from the presidency down to the last man in this country, is a victim of injustice.
Yes.
Perpetrated by those who said they are custodians of justice in Nigeria.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? A typical example is that court has ordered the release of Nnamdi Kanu. No, bro, no.
We're here.
Over and over again, was there anything like that? Even subsequently, why is it that they now want to obey court order?
They're not obeying
Because
it.
they feel that no, this one it's something that we can always match on. That is what we want. Leadership by example. Those people at the level of Head of Affairs does not respect court order because they know that before any court order comes, judiciary that is supposed to be independent, it must have rubbed their hands.
Okay, let me give you an example. That panel is a good for Saibu to show, okay? It's that panel make up all traditional, all Shaibu side there, both the two parties come and sit and said, Saibu, you did this. I did not do it. People will have this, but ignore it. All the members work away. It's the wrong thing. It's gone. It's a gunner. I say it's a gunner. It's not the first. It's not the, no, Matthew, please. You have your own. Hold on, sir. It's a gunner. It's our own.
Okay. Why did Obaseki, the governor of Edo State, wait till this time of electioneering to begin to look into some of these things?
Okay, it's not a matter of this time. Before this period, there has been this issue of misunderstanding based on what we are talking about today. That what Shaibu was calling for is not injustice. It's calling for injustice. What is calling for is not right. What is calling for is you want to create problem in that state with his ambition because maybe he feels that it's very influential. But bros, them go and mark it today. If he's not being careful and retrieve his steps.
I don't know.
But I have participated in a those state election for more than 4 times. I know so many of them. I know their strength. You understand? What for me? That's where I stand. Though for me, what Shaibu is doing is wrong.
It's wrong. You should go and sit down.
I don't know what to know about anybody.
He said, listen,
bros, whatever that is good for A is all good for Mr. B.
You know what he said? He said, without him, PDP cannot win. How can you use that statement in Edo State?
Let him go and bring Wike.
That's why I say, Edo is not like Lagos.
We are waiting.
I said, Edo is not like Lagos. Where Baba Sokwe for Ikoyi and said, this is where we are going. We are going somewhere. We are going.
No, let him bring Wike.
We don't like Ambode.
Thank you.
We don't like Ambode. We don't like
this is our section.
But we said, leave us.
Yeah?
When the time comes, I said, when the time comes, we will tell Edo people, go like this. Even though Oba cannot stop us. Anywhere we are going, Oba will follow us. It's not like Lagos where we say, Oluwase. No.
You have said
No.
it. You have said it.
Yes,
Oba is the royal father of everybody.
That's not him.
Yes.
But
Okay, let me tell you. The Oba of Benin, the ruler himself, the Polopolo of yes, himself.
Yes.
Has
Oba Tokwe.
the largest political influence in
Yes,
Edo State.
yes.
It's even more influential than the governor.
Yeah, that is.
When you talk about politics or where the vote, the electors are going to, cast their vote.
We are told him where
he
we are
might not
going.
say it,
But please,
inwardly.
do not drag him into this.
No, we are not dragging him.
Father
No,
of
we are not dragging him. We are not dragging him. We're only trying to tell you that
He's watching
at this point
He's
in
watching
time,
us. Let me
the Oba can resolve
Oba
anything.
Tokwe, he's watching me.
Thank you.
See,
Thank you
there's a
very
topic.
much.
No, we are not finished.
Finally,
There's a
just
topic I want us to
one,
take.
no. We still have other people
Data case.
who are coming
No,
up.
they
who are
take our
coming up.
time. They take our time.
They will still have
No,
people.
there's some-
On a final note, I just want
Data
you to
case.
say one thing on that Delta case.
Yeah.
1 minute, then 1 minute too
Okay.
for Mr. Chinedu. Thank you.
What I want, I listened to
Yes, there's the CDS has said. Yes.
I listened
Chief
to
of
him yesterday.
Defense
There was
Staff.
a misconception. He said those people went for peace without arm, without gun. Now he's not said again. We are looking for the guns that those people collected. You said they went for peace without holding guns. The
Holding
people went
guns.
for peace. Now you said we are still looking for gun they collected for our people. You can see the statement, two statements.
They are
So
contradictory.
I was surprised yesterday. I can defend. Now you are comparing a community. Did you know how many people have died? Press have not been able to go there. Even the governor was going there. Did not go with press. That means they are still occupying that place. You are coming out to tell us that because of 17 people, the whole community should be raised. And people there in the bush, snake is biting them. They cannot eat. Are they not human beings? These are the innocent people. You don't contradict things. You said they did not hold gun. They went for peace. And you said we are waiting to recover the guns they collected for
Okay.
Please, I rest my case.
Okay, so you say something on that.
Yes, what I'm saying is that it's quite unprofessional for the military to start thinking whether they are going to conduct any form of probe or whatever in what happened. I think it's the constitutional, it's the responsibility of the police. It's the responsibility of the police to do that. To conduct investigation, to know actually what transpired. Anybody that is talking about the military, coming to carry out a form of is quite unprofessional.
Yeah.
And what happened in those two states, Delta and Bayelsa State, it shows that to a certain level, the military showed unprofessionalism in that regard.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu.
Oba Tokwe, he said.
Thank you very much, Lagos. Yes, I have two giants. I have two big political analysts on ground now. And that's the person of Mr. Matthew. You're welcome to the program this morning. And Mr. Ralph, thank you so much. Fubara and Wike. Wike said they should not push him more than this because he will return fire for fire. Why do you think that problem is still raging on in Rivers State?
Because Wike knows his antecedents, as in his past misbehaviors in the government house as a governor of Rivers State. If Wike is absolutely upright when he was Rivers State governor, it doesn't matter who becomes governor. Because there are many things that will come after him. If he knows that he handled the public fund, Rivers State public fund, judiciously, I don't think we'll have fear of whosoever is coming as his predecessor or successor, his successor. So there are many things he's covering. I don't know what to understand. If he is in unity with Fubara, there will be no problem. I don't know what to understand. So he has many things to hide, many things to cover. That's why he's afraid of allowing the young man to do his job. Fubara is from the axis of a job. Wike is Ikwere, Ikwere is Igbo, is Port Harcourt. Yes. I don't understand. Why is he so much afraid of this man? Why? Why is Wike want to play the role of godfatherism in Port Harcourt, Rivers State? He should allow the governor to be and continue where you stopped. If you don't have any things to hide, no skeleton in your cupboard, why are you backing as the serving governor? Fubara is the current governor of Rivers State. There's no two ways about it.
So what's your take on that, sir?
To be quite honest with you, I'm not comfortable with the story coming from Rivers State. But permit me to refer to what happened yesterday. You know I was not on ground, and you did requested from my details, account details, with respect to Lua's accommodation issue. I don't know the name of that person.
His name is Adolf from Kenya.
Adolf from Kenya. Let me confirm that the 15,000 is sent on behalf of Lua. I received it.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's a way of saying thank you for that gesture. It's good. Having said that, let me quickly tell you that I am not particularly happy with what is coming from Rivers State. You see that, unfortunately, Fubara played into the hands of Wike currently. Because what is happening currently in Rivers State is exactly what played out in Edo State, where an Obaseki ruled with minority house members for close to 4 years, and he succeeded. Because before they went for the whatever peace talk they call it in Asu Rock, 8-point resolution brought up by Mr. President, Fubara was already winning the war. Because the Speaker of the Assembly on his side was already authenticated by a court judgment. For whatever reasons, maybe according to him, you have said it severally that there is no sacrifice that is too much for peace. He asked the Speaker, the fractional Speaker on his side, to resign as House member, and even resign as a representative of his people.
Yes.
And he have made him his chief of staff. And since they have done that, the court are going ahead to authenticate the Speaker on the side of Wike. So it was also present when they threatened him with another impeachment recently. So for me, I expected Fubara to fight, because you cannot get to the war front, you fold your arms, you drop your gun, and start receiving bullets. I think that's what is happening to him.
Okay, now, according to what Taiwo Odunlade said now, he said Fubara cannot accuse Wike of anything because they were in government together. So there's nothing Fubara wants to accuse Wike of that Fubara was never a part of.
Excuse me. Fubara, nobody knew about him. Listen go.
Yes.
Before governorship election of Rivers State, nobody knew about him. Whether he worked with him or not, Oga, I'm hearing about Fubara immediately won election in Rivers State. So they did not work together. See, I'm trying to respond to Odunlade's comments. Odunlade, you are not in Rivers State. You are not in Nigeria. You live in abroad. Listen good. Everybody's opinion should stand here. It's a free world. But I want to ask this question. The deputy governor of Rivers State, what is his name? Deputy governor the person that deputized Wike, what is his name? Two of them may have worked together. The Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, what is his name? His name might be anybody. And these are the constituents, the people that constituted Wike
administration, people that were constituents of that
But
administration.
you know that some people work with the government, that their name are not known. And
I
they are
know.
major stakeholders.
At least maybe personal assistants and others.
Maybe DGs of some.
Okay, let me tell you, Wike is playing the role of godfatherism here. Wike is always on the news. He likes to make news in Nigeria every day. Wike should stay away from River State governor. Leave the man, allow him to be. You cannot be fighting people at the FCT level who are occupying land there illegally, or maybe who are, have not registered the lands they bought, like the Igbo man that he destroyed over 200 and something buildings that belong to him. He accused the Igbo man of, occupying a land without registration. Go and do your job to the federal level. Allow River State, allow Fubara to carry on. Are you listening to me? Nobody could justify what is going on between Fubara and Wike now. No justification.
Okay.
Now, I cite an example. Someone must be a helper or must have worked together with Charles Soludo before he became governor. Are you listening to me? When Charles Soludo became a governor, he won. Nobody ever come forward to disturb him. Do you know why?
Why?
We want Soludo to develop Anambra State, to work, to do work even better than the almighty Obiano, even the almighty Obi that did good works in Anambra State. He stayed clear from Obiano. He stayed clear from Soludo. We say, Soludo, you are a professor. Do your job as a professor. Let us see what will come out from your professorial
finesse.
Thank you. Prowess. Do it. Let us see. Okay, nobody is troubling Soludo. Does not mean that nobody worked with him. Does not mean that nobody funded him. You see, Soludo is on his own, doing whatever he likes. See, okay, there is no excuse to justify what Wike is doing in River State. Wike should allow Fubara to work. See, Ijaw people, I don't think have ever ruled River State before. Ijaws, people from Ijaw extraction, allow the Ijaws to express themselves. That man can come in and do better than Amechi. That man can become a better governor than Wike. Wike did work in River State, we all know. But when someone else has come as a successor, give him breathing space. This is what Tinubu is doing in Lagos. If anybody becomes governor in Lagos State, it's too accurate that Tinubu will be the person, questioning the person, telling him what to do. We are living in Lagos here. We read news every day. We debate news here every day. What transpired between Fachola and Tinubu and the Ambode. Allow these governors to do their work. You shouldn't be all the time interrupting the governor, following them bumper to bumper. You finish your own section. Let Fubara do his own work. I think it's high time the Ijaw communities, the Igbo communities in River State should come together and meddle into this affair, trouble between Fubara and Wike. And I think Wike is on the wrong side.
Okay.
He should use his tongue to count his teeth.
Thank you very much. Fubara was the accountant general during Wike's time.
Okay.
So do you not think that one way or the other, whatever he wants to say will have to do with financial misappropriation?
No.
As accountant general, do you not think it was part of the system?
It's not about what I think. It's about if Wike know that a Fubara misappropriated fund, his capacity as accountant general under his watch, what is he waiting for? Thank you. Before Fubara became the governor, he was not having any immunity. So what was he waiting for to prosecute him? The same way I'm fighting what Obaseki is doing in Edo State. Not because I'm supporting tribal, but because why is it that you need to wait until you have a political difference with a Fubara before you initiate impeachment process? If you knew this man committed impeachment process, misconduct, conducted, if you knew he actually had impeachment process against him, why did you wait until you had differences with him before initiating the impeachment process? So in the same way, if a Wike knew that the Fubara committed one or two financial malfeasance in his capacity as the accountant general of the state under his watch, why didn't he prosecute him? So any other thing saying I should hold his peace. or wait for a footballer to lose immunity and drag it to court.
Thank you very much. Now let's look at the Biafra. Asari Dokubo says now that he's an Igbo man. What's your take on that?
See, look, let me tell you. Asari Dokubo claiming an Igbo man after coming to the glaring set, showing the whole world wedding gun. The gun he will use to gun down Igbo men. After threatening the Igbos during 2023 election, that is not an Igbo man, that his forefathers are the slave raiders that sold the Igbos as slaves. He said he can never ever be an Igbo man. Mr. Kola, let me tell you, Asari Dokubo is a man of unstable character. Double standard. His double standardness is too much. So we the Igbo people, we cannot take it. Why? We are not begging any Asaris, all their Asaris and Dokubos to be Igbo man. He denied it often and often. He come out and insulted the Igbo nation. There was a time he floated this kind of speech on the social media, whereby Igbos are telling him, oh boy, you will go down. Oh boy, you must go down. That was the response. He was threatening and threatening. He did something by visiting Tinubu at Asoro to know if he will align with Tinubu government to do dirty jobs as he was doing it during Buhari regime. See, no Igbo man accept that. All Igbos, after reading that breaking news that Asari has accepted his Igbo nationality, is happy. Non-Igbo man is happy. Oga, I select whom my friends will be.
But you can't select, you cannot impose residency or citizenship.
And we cannot allow Asari Dokubo's naturalization. If he naturalizes in Igbo land, I don't think they will accept him, because every Dick and Harry in Igbos, they know him. If you see the kind of insult he was raining on Igbo nations last year, the same man has now come out to claim Igbo nationality.
Now
we don't accept.
Bygone.
Bygone. We will not forgive
What's
him.
your take on that?
We are not going to forgive him.
I think the people are not even asking the weightier question. Why is an Asari Dokubo not under prosecution? Who gave him license of those sophisticated weapons he was brandishing in those viral videos? You understand that before you can bear such category of weapon, you must get an NSA certificate from the Office of the National Security Advisor. We understand that even that after those utterances of his, the presidency barred him from accessing Asuro. Yes, that's fine. But I think the presidency could have done better than that. Nobody's asking question where the gun he was brandishing, where is it? Because we understand that the military have claimed that they are going after the killers of military men in Okwama. We condemn the killing anyway, but there are questions not answered yet. And the military claim that they want to recover those arms. Why are they not recovering the arms we saw Asari Dokubo parading? Who gave him authority to parade those guns? Is he still in possession of those weapons? Look at Emefiele. As soon as he was suspended, before they even removed him, he was charged for bearing an illegal
possession of
a single-barreled gun. Yeah, you have somebody brandishing AK-47. I don't know whether it's AK-47.
Yes, AK-47.
So, but why is he not under prosecution? Now, let me briefly touch on the Okwama incident. Lucky echoed it. I thought I'm the only one that observed it. The chief of defense staff, his analysis, said the military men went on peaceful mission. That they were not armed because they believe they were dealing with Nigerians who understand that these are Nigerians trying to resolve a conflict. How come he's now talking about military recovering weapons? So we are at a loss. Who took weapon there? If the commanding officer of that 181 amphibious battalion with his men did not go there with weapons. So I think the military should come out and tell the whole world what actually transpired. Because for me, what is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. We were not there, we don't know what transpired. But when the governor of the state, who is supposed to be the governor and the chief security officer of the state, visited, why did they back press access? What could be transparent in that community now? I hope we are not going to see a bit of Odi and Zaki Biam. I hope that is somewhere. I condemn the killing of military. Don't get it twisted. Don't get me wrong. But what is currently happening in that community now? I think military, for purpose of transparency and adhering to what best practice and rule of engagement, to allow press access to that place. For crying out loud, even in Gaza, press are going around covering what is happening
In Gaza, yeah.
So why is the operation of military in Okwama, in the communities? Why is it being done in
Journalists
secrecy?
are not allowed access.
So these are questions we need to begin to ask.
Man.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Ralph, your contribution to the situation of Okwama, especially with what the Chief of Defense Staff is saying.
Yeah, my own contribution is that I don't know why the press are not allowed access into the Okwama community to bring the right information and disseminate it to the world, what transpired there. We only heard from some of the militants, or let's say youths, who said that the military were not on a peaceful mission because the first people that were elected from the, by the monarch of those communities to confront the military by, what did you people come here to do? I think understand. With an elder and the youth, they went there, they met with the soldiers. The soldiers, what they did was that they laid them down. They killed all of them. So now their second visitation again, they come together. Soldiers claimed they came together to make peace with the community. Are you listening to me? So during the peacemaking, according to one of the militants, I don't know what to understand, who spoke, without even covering his face. He said during the second meeting with the community people, an action take place or altercation between the military and the youth. And what happened that the military were at least killed. He said those military men, they died during exchange of blood with the youth. You don't want to understand. The guy said it, he could not cover his face, and they declared him, federal government declared him wanted. So if we want, the whole world want to see the facts, want to know actually what transpired between the community people and the military, press would have been allowed access to get into the communities, to get the facts, to know what to write on, how to disseminate their information or messages to the members of the world, to know what happened in Delta State. I don't know what I understand. What are they hiding? You cannot hide the truth. Okay? The press are dying in their large number in Gaza Strip, West Bank. They allow them. They allow them one-on-one. They are the one telling the whole world, this is what Hamas did. Look at what is going on. They allow them. Before Israel started a bombardment of Gaza, the press is allowed there. The United Nations relief workers, they are there. AIDS workers from Switzerland, that's the you call them Red Cross. They are there. Why? What is Nigeria hiding? Just ordinary communal clash. Communal clash. Nigeria could not allow the press to cover it. That will show you the level of impunity in Nigeria through what? Extrajudicial killing. Extrajudicial killing is going on in the southern Nigeria. The military have been shooting and killing and maiming innocent Southerners over the years. Yes. And nobody is covering it. Nobody is writing the story of what is going on in Eko Toto and Osumogu, even in Ule, Ihiala in Anambra State. How the military abusing, killing and sack communities in this area. In Anambra State, nobody is staying there. No press is allowed. We don't read on the porch or other national dailies.
Thank you.
Why?
Thank
Are we running?
Thank you. Thank you.
Is this place running communist government kind of?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Is it not democracy? Is it
democracy.
militocracy?
Yes, let's quickly touch the area of this electricity hike. In just 2 minutes, what's your take on it? So
my take is that this is a very wrong time to start looking towards cost-reflective tariff. We understand that the federal government have been saying that Nigerians need to pay what they consume because, according to them, electricity is highly subsidized. Yes. However, I look at it, even the government is claiming that the area they are targeting for this increment have to be band A, because according to them, that category are places where there's sustainable power supply, perhaps run the clock for 20 hours. But this is a wrong time. However I look at it, you have a way of impacting negatively on the economy. For instance, if you do this in the industrial area, it will impact on their end products, and the society will consume it. It will increase. So for me, I think the government is wrong using this timing to increase tariff.
Before I get to the Saraf, what band do you belong to? Band A or B?
Honestly, I don't know the way they categorize it. But let me give you an insight. The way we have like now, chances that I'll have it like 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. It's not constant. It's not regular. So maybe that will give you an insight as an investigative journalist to investigate and know the band I belong.
So let me tell you. You see, you want to know my take about the current increase in electricity, which is 240%. In 2 minutes, caller, you should have asked me where is my placard. I expected NLC to be on the street of Lagos, Abuja, Calabar, Cross River, Kaduna, everywhere protesting this nefarious, let me call it, it is, okay, let me tell you, it's a sign of hostility. The Nigerian government is the one in charge of hardship that is excruciating across Nigeria now. We are not paying for food, no light to supply. Why increasing the electricity tariff? Why? You should have asked me, Raf, what are you doing now about the protests? Nigerians should come out. If they don't come out, they will increase it the more. Time shall come when they will start beheading every Nigerian that says something. They will start killing the press, the journalists. They will start beheading people because they are saying the truth. See, constant increase of tariff, constant increase of petroleum pump price, constant increase of whatever the government agencies are selling out to the members of the public. Yeah. See, caller, you should have asked me, why am I not protesting with my placard?
Why are you not protesting with your placard?
Thank you so much. I'm waiting for NLC and TUC. Trade Union Congress and Nigerian Labour Congress, they are the ones that should be in charge. I am not the chairman of NLC. But as I'm talking to you now, I'm a Nigerian. This is how I protest. Everybody should come out. Let us protest this kind of injustice that is going on over time and over time in Nigeria. The kind of policies they are selling out to us is too dangerous and killing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all our reviewers. That's, we say, very big thank you to all of you. We thank all those who have been sharing their views via the live chat on YouTube. We thank David Okafor. We thank Udeze Chima. We thank Mr. Taiwo Odunlade. We thank Enwerem. Yes, we thank you so much. We thank Ugu Lagaman. We thank Uku Oji. We thank you all for all your contributions. We thank Ucheji. We thank Jane Oga. We thank Gladys too. We say very big appreciation to all of you for always being a part and parcel of Bystanders at the Newsstand. Yes, that will be all for today at Bystanders at the Newsstand. Hope to see you tomorrow on this program. My name remains Kolade for Larry Kadesh Priest. Thank you so much and bye for now.